You are drinking on camera because we are
It's
live.
tea. It's tea.
Yeah, but what's in it?
Everything. Going to get you a shot of this brand to make you feel good tonight, girl.
Oh my gosh. I was going to ask you to open up, but I guess not since we're already live.
Oh, yeah. You see me always trying to drop some stuff on a brother last minute. Look, Tony, we ain't starting over here.
Oh my gosh. So welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio TV. I'm Tony Breedlove, and I am joined by these two wonderful, wonderful people, the very beautiful, incomparable Miss Yvonne Baker.
All right now.
And
Hello,
the incomparable and very handsome and very admired Mr. Chris Smith.
What's up, everyone?
Okay.
How you guys doing?
Okay.
Whew! I tell you, if the weeks get any crazier, I'm gonna actually do something. But I gotta be careful because the White House is watching everything at this point, so you can't make threatening comments.
No, you cannot.
So
I don't make threatening comments, but I'll tell it how it is because I don't give a shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Sometimes you gotta catch yourself. Because I caught myself in a meeting today being too damn honest. Talking about they asking me questions. Well, why didn't they do it? I said, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, if you stop letting them be so damn lazy, things will get done. Okay, I said what I needed to say. Have a good day. I said I got a problem. I gotta slow down, Tony.
Oh my gosh!
God, help me.
Well, that's as bad as Reggie on Real World News, because he's always talking about, all it takes is a match.
Hey.
I'm like, oh my God.
Okay. We got to be careful with that. I just said it. We got to be careful with that, though.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad to be here for the folks tonight. Tonight we are talking about starting all over again. We were going to play a song, but because we worry about copyrights and the infringement of copyrights, I told Yvonne, I said, we could sing it.
Let's sing it.
All right. You ready?
All right. Ready?
Y'all didn't tell me the song.
Oh.
Okay, I jumped on late. I was acting like the N-word. I got on real late, so I missed everything they probably talked about.
Okay, so we're gonna sing it. It's just the first. Was it starting all over again? That might be a little too old for you, Chris.
Okay, we're going to sing it for me then, bro.
All right, boo-boo. I got you. I don't have my singing voice on. You ready?
You ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready. All right. So don't judge us. I don't want to hear no email. I don't want to see no emails about y'all Negroes can't sing. Okay.
Come on, I'm looking forward to this now.
So don't judge.
No
judgment. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Starting all over again. It's gonna be rough. So rough, but we're gonna make it. I don't know the other part.
I'm gonna tell you like this: you was as uncomfortable as a white person at a black picnic.
Me or Yvonne?
Go get you a plate and sit down, girl.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, me or Yvonne?
Oh my gosh. So tonight's topic, like I said, is called, or it is entitled, Starting All Over Again. And I did a promo before we got on air. And I told the folks that it could range from starting over within relationships, or could be starting a new job after you've been on one and you leave it and go to another one. Now you got to start all over. Even when you leave relationships, now you got to start all over with finding another relationship,
So
and
her life.
Yeah.
Look, don't get Yvonne mad already in the beginning. Look, go on to the next one, Tony. Look, you done already started somewhere.
So let me ask you guys this question, and I want to ask you this question. I mean, in serious form. And I'll go to you first, Chris.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm going to go to Yvonne. what has been the most difficult thing that you had to start over with or in?
Relationships, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything else I can handle. I leave one job, I'm like, all right, on to the next.
Right?
Um, but relationships, damn,
Right.
that's like looking for a needle in a haystack to find
Yeah.
the right kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah. You, Chris?
I mean, I would have to agree. I mean, when it comes to relationships, I mean, at first I would have thought it would have been my job, because I've only had to switch a few companies as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So, I thought that was rough, but the transition was so smooth. But it's like with the relationships, it's like, damn, like, how many years did you put into it? And, I said, damn, I don't want to meet a whole family again. I got to meet a whole family?
Not a part of
Like,
a
not some of
family.
them, like, not just the mama. I got to meet the whole crew.
Yeah.
And then you get older, you got to worry about kids. If you got to
Yeah.
meet kids, and it's just a whole lot more that come with it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to smile to another one.
So, what's the most difficult part about meeting the family, you think?
Yeah, well, Yvonne, do you want to answer that first?
Probably trying to make a good impression.
Yeah.
Why,
Because
when you're just trying to be yourself?
well, you
Mm.
know what? Sometimes being yourself don't work.
Look, because I'm like, Yvonne, why is she acting like she don't remember? She talking about you just
I
being
know.
yourself. You know damn well you putting
Well,
on a show.
no. I mean, I'm asking the question is not that I don't know. I know what it's like for me, but I'm trying to get you guys to open up and, tell
Well,
me
you
what
know what? You know
your
what?
experience is.
After you get to a certain age, you got with the family. I mean, when you get in a serious relationship, you're not only getting in a relationship with that man, but
Mm-hmm.
you're getting into a relationship with his family.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
If there's an older, once you get older, now you've got to get into get his kids to like him, my kids. Though we have that's has to be taken into consideration.
Right.
So I mean, there's a multitude of things that you have to think about trying to get into, a new relationship, especially if it's going anywhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the things that, the getting older part is where that all comes into play, because, when you're young and you date, it's like whatever. You might
Yeah.
not even meet the mama. Some of y'all girls have been with men for years, ain't met the mama, the dad, nobody. You shit, you ain't
You
met a
know what?
cousin.
Really?
Yeah, you know what? Now my kid's father, and I met the sisters, but I never met his mother.
Really?
And we were
Really?
yes,
You
we
know
were
why,
She
right?
was alive?
together.
You know
Yes,
why,
that's
right? She looked at him dead in his eyes and said, "Don't bring that bitch to my house."
she probably did.
you know how the mamas be, especially if he was a mama's boy. Woo. She
Well,
she she said,
he wasn't really a mama's boy, but I never met his mother. I met his father. I met
mm-hmm.
sisters, brothers, but when it
So
came,
my question is, did you ask that question why you didn't meet her?
I was young. I didn't give a shit.
Hey, 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 I tell you like this: when you love the D, it's certain things you just don't ask.
Yeah, that's hey, yeah.
Oh my God. I want to say hi to Jacqueline. Hello, Miss Gina Smith, my girl.
Hello.
Yo, mommy. What's going on, Miss Kim Williams? Good to see you. I hope you guys will be enjoying tonight. And don't be afraid to put your comments up because we do address them. We do what we do, right?
That's right. We
Yes.
do what we
We do
do.
what we do. We do what we do. So, do you think that because when you said when you were younger, you didn't give a shit
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't.
about meeting the mama, right? Or did you even care about what she thought of you,
No,
or you
no,
didn't?
no, nope.
So,
Hold on.
so
Don't even go to the next question. Why didn't you care about that?
that's
What
what.
was he doing
Okay,
that kept you so happy?
Because she wasn't my top priority. It was being with him, uh, Hey.
I really want you to just say that. I really want you to just say that. Like, you almost said it. You was like,
She almost did.
Man, well, okay, it was. You know what? We
Almost a
dated.
Stevie Wonder moment. She was like, I like when he does all the things.
Oh my God.
We dated. We dated like 6 months before anything happened, and the only reason something happened was because I was being accused of it. So I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm being
Wait,
accused
accused by who?
Her man. He said, if you ain't giving it up, you giving it up to somebody.
No.
What's up?
My cousins was accusing me, going back telling my mom that I was doing something. I'm a virgin. I was 16 years old. No, I was 14. And they're telling.
How old was he?
Don't R. Kelly her.
They're older than me.
Don't R. Kelly her. Look, we did that show a couple weeks ago. Don't R. Kelly her. This is not Aaliyah. She is fine.
No, I was not.
Yvonne, you tell your
not
story.
On this one. Not on this one.
If you was locked in a closet, it's fine. Not gonna come out of rooms to eat. It's fine, Yvonne.
She need to tap on the floor when she walking down the hall.
Can I come out?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh. So we've digressed.
As we normally do.
Okay, so go ahead.
So, because they were going back to tell my mom about, saying that I'd had sex in their house and stuff. I'm like, I didn't. So after a while, I'm like, well, fuck it, here.
Shit, I'm gonna get accused of the shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna here's what we doing.
And you know what? They say your first time is great.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No.
Not even for the guy either.
So why do we go back to it then?
To see if it gets better. It didn't.
I don't know why we're talking about this when we're talking about starting over.
Well, that was like last week. Last week, whatever the topic was last week, we digressed onto a whole different thing.
Well, look, just going back to the starting over part, I just think it's like, when you put so much time and effort, and the reason why I feel like relationships is probably one of the bigger ones for everybody as far as starting over goes, because you put so much time and effort into it, and then it's like to watch it go nowhere, then it's like, damn, so what do I do now? And then you meet that new one, and you're like, well, shit, do I really want to go down this road? I mean, damn,
right.
Like, I don't even know if I want to meet your mom. I mean, I was one of those kind of people that really never really introduced people to my family because I pretty much never thought it was going to go nowhere to begin with. It was just for the moment. We hanging out, we having fun. But it's like now when you get older, it's like everything happens so much quicker than when you were younger. When you were younger, you date for a couple of years, 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Cool. You get with a woman at 30-something, after 30-something years old, she like after a year. Well,
okay. I was going to say something.
I really want this in my life. I want extra kids at some point. I'm trying to have a house. And this man sitting up here like, shit, I just thought we was kicking it.
So, Chris, I want you to imagine what it's going to be like at 50 or 60.
Oh my goodness.
Well, see, I'd have heard about that. See, at age 50 and 60, you running around finding all the horny men that's just trying to find all the women to let them know I still get it up, girl.
No.
That blue pill is my friend.
Damn it.
But you know what? Sometimes we may not want that blue pill because, that lasts too long.
Damn it, Yvonne. Thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Yvonne. See, ladies and gentlemen, Yvonne is in the building. She was a little quiet, but she just came out and told you. I don't need that pill because we're trying to get this done 15, 20 minutes, okay?
But you actually, at this age with men, you do need that blue pill.
Okay.
Yes. Hallelujah.
No, we won't. We will rebuke that in the name.
Well, that me and Yvonne were talking about that before we came on air.
Yeah.
You know, when we were just sitting and we were hanging, waiting for you to get on,
Mhm.
and that's what we were talking about before you got on air.
Okay,
Is that
praise.
you know? Yeah. Well,
Look, girl. I told him to go down to the dollar store and go in and get that pill. I don't know. Do they got them at the dollar store? Look,
I was going.
I was like, what?
I told him run on down to Walmart and get you that pill.
Oh my God! They don't have them at Walmart.
I don't know where they got them at.
Isn't that a prescription?
Somewhere. They getting them from somewhere. It's a prescription.
It's a prescription.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. If it's a prescription, that probably has to be one of the most embarrassing moments. You hear the pill? Yeah. Do you need somebody to explain the directions to you?
No.
Just give me the bag. Just give me the bag.
But I hate to break it to you. It might be you one day.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. God,
your mama's on.
God,
your mama's listening.
Listen here, mama. When God made me, he said, you are blessed. And life has been great.
Oh my God.
No, seriously. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I told you, I work in the medical field. So I know some of the things that they have to do for men. So the funny thing is we be laughing about some of the procedures and surgeries they have to do. You know, they got a pump to keep a man thing up. So my thing is, me and the homies was having fun at work. I said, he up here having sex, talking about. I said, girl, getting into. He in the back talking about, yeah, girl, you like this, huh? Real good. And I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all laughing and I'm laughing.
Oh my
God, he takes my life if I ever need any of this. I want to go instant.
You know what? I ain't messing with you tonight, Chris. I'm not messing with you tonight.
Don't be mad because when you get off this show tonight, you're gonna be thinking about. Inflatable things are gonna be a whole new meaning to you from here on out.
Oh my God. But anyway, I'm gonna try and go back to the topic. Okay. Oh my God.
Starting all over, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what we do here a lot. Oh my God. So I put up the comment for Kim Williams. She says, that's why we date until we connect. But okay, when you say we like women or what?
Yeah, because I was going to say, because I don't know about that. Women be out there dating all type of men, and you know it just depends on if he can keep her happy for the moment or something. But I don't know
men be out there dating all types of women.
Oh hell
sometimes 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, and that's just
you say that like there was something wrong with that, Yvonne?
Well, it is when there's a double standard.
Women dating all kind of men too.
Definitely.
It's something wrong with it when it's a double standard.
It is.
You know,
but go ahead.
But that doesn't mean just because you know a man is out there just slanging it everywhere he can, that a woman should be doing the same thing. Well, that's what they do. They just slang it where they want to slang it.
You know what I'm saying? Slang that thing. They don't be hot going from place to place. They slanging that thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know what Toni has seen in her life. But anyways, what I'm going to tell you.
What?
I'm sorry. Look. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But
Start
anyways,
that all over again.
Basically,
oh my God.
When you said it's a double standard, you have to remember and see. This is why I always say, y'all women be tripping. One moment she'll say you will treat us like a lady and you know be a gentleman, but yeah, you up here complaining about us slanging it, but you can't slang it too. Women ain't supposed to be slanging it like that.
Of course they're not. But today's but a lot of women today are really free with their bodies and free with, you know, their Yeah, they really are.
That was a wonderful way the way you said it. They're free
Thank you.
with their bodies.
And
You would have thought they changed deodorants or something the way she said it. Free with their bodies. Sounds beautiful. Take her to church on Sunday because she's free with her body. I'm sorry.
I can't stand you.
I'm sorry. I try not to.
So Kim says date, not sex.
Shit, that's almost impossible nowadays. That happens quick.
It does.
What's quick?
Sex.
No, I know, but what is quick? What's the time frame of quick?
Well, it sure ain't the 90-day rule.
It sure ain't the by the end of the week rule.
But I don't see anything wrong with the 90-dayer.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with waiting. It really isn't. That way you get to know each other. But then sometimes it don't work out.
Well, see, and that's where I would say for a woman, you should be careful with that because that starting over for you is a bitch if you done gave it up to a man because you are left with nothing.
Okay,
so it's like you have to understand the value of yourself because starting over for a man after getting it, oh, that ain't nothing. Unless he has some real strong feelings, then I can see that. But most men don't really get those strong feelings unless something serious has happened and they realize how down you are for them. So for the most part, starting over for them in that situation would be hard, but that's unlikely that happens early in the game. For women, that's instantly.
Well, I was going to ask a question, but never mind. No, because I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I just, why is it that men can just move on so quickly?
I mean, okay, because for one, how does a woman get turned on?
In
mentally.
Different kind of way.
You have to stimulate a woman mentally. I can wake up and my dick is hard. I ain't even got to do nothing for it.
Well, that's most men.
It's not like we have to do something special to get ourselves in that mood. So it's like at the same time, it's not so personal for us. For women, it's more personal. Now, I'm not going to say that's all women because there are some women that can just be like a man and do it like that. But I still find it hard to believe that there's no connection there. Like there's no part of her that's taken away once a man gets it.
Mm-hmm. So Kim says, know your power as a woman and starting over can be done.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
You know what? I agree with that too. But personally, I have to be attracted to him before I can start over with him. There has got to be something that attracts me to him. And I'm not talking about the size of his feet.
Okay.
It has to be something that piques my interest in order for me to get into him. And, like Chris said, it has to be intellect or, it's I can't really put my finger on it, but I just can't meet somebody and say, okay, to myself, okay, this is the man I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Because there's got to be something there. There's got to be some chemistry there.
But this is my thing. So when you're starting over, what's changing on your end? Because see, a lot of people will talk that start over and all that stuff, and okay, I got to start over. I'm gonna get with this new man. But my thing is, what did you change from the previous?
Right, but there has to be some self-assessment. You have to assess and figure out, was it just him that was the cause of the breakup or part of the breakup? Who's more at fault here? Because everybody is going to play some portion or some part in the separation, right? Mm-hmm. But no matter whose fault it is, you still have to find out what part of it was your part.
Right.
How did you play a part in this separation? Right. You can't just say, oh, well, he was just fucked up and, I just had to get, no, okay. So right there, if you're not saying that you had anything at all, that was a fault, that you were perfect throughout this relationship that has now failed. There's something about you that was a reason why you're not together.
Exactly.
But a lot of people don't, they don't they don't self-assess after the breakup.
Well, technically, they're not even starting over. I mean, if you look at it, if you haven't made any changes and you going through the same things you done went through in every relationship, you're not starting over. You're just changing characters. That's all it is. You're changing the main character in your screenplay. But at the end of the day, it's still the same thing. So, I mean, that's why in the beginning I was saying relationships would be hard because, I mean, you can go with jobs and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, to be honest with you, everybody has that struggle as far as being nervous, not understanding what they're coming into on a job level. So I feel like relationships are probably one of the toughest ones. But I'll say another one too, coming back to church. Woo, that's tough too. Because it seems like the moment you go back to church, the devil is busy.
Oh, he's like running some crazy circles around you. Exactly.
I'm talking phone calls you're not used to, alcohol you ain't not used to doing, and you know, like I said, it seems like they testing you, especially when you go to work. Swear you can't go to church and say you're gonna become a better Christian and learn how to be more patient, and then go to work the next day. I think I'm gonna have to take Monday off after damn it if I don't go to church. And then I say, and I'll be like, you know what? He's right. You know, I am going to be more patient. And then the first moment I walk in there, somebody
testing you.
Somebody asked me something dumb. So I'm taking, look, that's some
advice. I can go to church and go to work and somebody act a fool and be stupid. I just repent.
Look, but I'm telling you.
On the spot. Because I know it's going to be another fool in another hour.
I'm just saying. If you're going to renew yourself on a Sunday, call off on Monday. Just go on and start your week on a Tuesday and see if it can be a little bit better for you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. So, you know, when you're starting over and you do have that breakup, you know, and say for instance, you're living together, right? Yeah. And now you've commingled. It could be money, it could be furniture, furnishings, everything, right? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that? Because I know me and Yvonne, I've been through it. Yvonne's been through it. You know, I'm not sure what your situation was, Chris. I don't know. But how do you separate what now that you've come into, say if there was no marriage? So this is going to take you out of the loop, Chris, because you were married. But Yvonne, living with somebody, how do you separate the things and start over?
Whatever's in this house is mine.
And she rolled her eyes when she said it too.
And my neck. No. So I've only lived with one man. And well, other than my husband. Mm-hmm. And he didn't come in with nothing. We bought a house together, and he was acting a fool about the house. I'm like, take this motherfucker and shove it up your ass.
The whole house?
The whole house. So I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse my English.
Nah, I'll be loving it, Yvonne. Keep going.
Yeah, you know that's up his alley.
Look, producers in the back going, keep it going. Keep rolling.
But yeah, I mean, he ended up losing the house anyway. But, you know, the thing is that, you know, all the furnishings in the house, I bought them. Mm-hmm. So only thing he had in there were clothes. And when I left, I took everything I had that I brought into that house. And because he said he went to work one day, and when he left, no lie, I had the moving truck come in. They cleaned out the whole house. He said later on, I walked in the house, I said hello, and all he got was echo.
An echo.
He was pissed.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well, my question is, why did you have to do all of that?
What? Leave?
Was it just not gonna? Well, I mean, as far as
Like in
not
that
to wait
way.
until he left. To do
Right.
Well, the thing is that I felt like our relationship had come to an end because he couldn't keep his dingling in his pants.
Oh, is that kind of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
And
understand that now.
but
Yeah.
then when I would go out, because okay, so we had a house and he didn't live in that house. He lived someplace else.
Okay.
So, but he paid the mortgage on the house.
Mm.
But
Pimpin'
then,
Yvonne. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
if I would, since he was never there, and the only time he was there, I got pregnant. So it was like, okay, well, you know what? I need more than, you know, um, uh, this more than what you're giving me.
Right.
Right.
So then I found other people
Oh boy.
entertain, and
Oh boy.
just one day, he had a key and I had company over at the house. He walks in and he's pissed, and I'm like, what are you getting pissed about? You over there, making babies with other women.
Oh,
Oh
so
man.
he was doing the same thing then. Okay.
Oh, he was doing way. I mean,
Okay.
he was like, we have my last son he's got a sister that's maybe 3 months younger or older than her.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. So but then I got fed up. I mean, that was just. I mean, just he was just all over the place with women. He even flew to, I think it was Kansas, to be with this woman.
So I'm gonna get on you. So my question is, what the hell was going on with you to allow this man to do all of this, and you felt instead of the need to leave,
Because I want to know what was the point of being fed up.
right? Like, what got you to that point, and why did it take you so long? That
The
starting
same
over
old
shit.
thing. The same. I thought I was in love,
Wow.
and I didn't want to give up. I think the biggest thing was I didn't want to give up my home.
Yeah, and that's that starting over point.
And that's
That's the
exactly.
starting over point. Yeah.
I mean,
And
you gotta think. I mean, you put so much time, like I said just in the beginning, as far as the time and effort. I mean, it's almost a mess to try to
Right.
figure everything out. Like, to be honest with you, all that whole, this is mine, this is yours, I came in with this. I wouldn't even waste my time with that kind of stuff, because to be honest with you, to me, that's when you can start to hate a person, or you can
I
Right.
had got to
really
that.
change the dynamics of what's real. Like, at the end of the day, you loved each other at some point. And I understand it's like, if you worked hard for your stuff, then yeah, you try to figure it out the best way you can. But damn, it's just
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
lot to go
I
through.
had got to a point where I had, it wasn't hate, but there was no respect left in there.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
y'all talk to each other just any kind of way when all of that.
pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, it shouldn't get to that point.
See, one day we're gonna get Yvonne drunk so we can see how she really be talking when she be mad.
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you, it ain't pretty. It's not pretty.
So what is it, Chris? You want to see me act a fool up in here?
You damn right I do. Shit, I can't be the only one acting crazy every week. I need somebody to come on with me.
So,
Tony
Jacqueline,
be trying to be act bougie over there, but I'm gonna pull her ass out too.
I am so far from bougie.
Huh?
I am so far from bougie.
I just try to pull the head out of you. That's all it is. Because Tony, I tell you like this: when Tony get mad, that's when Tony start acting like she from Compton. And it ain't like it's
Well,
her
I was
accent.
from Compton.
Her delivery is Compton-ish.
No, I was from Compton. Then we just moved to Carson. But no, I was from Compton. Oh my gosh. But Jacqueline, oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not bougie. I'm not, am I?
Chris said I was bougie.
Oh, you?
Oh, I don't think you bougie, but I'm waiting on you. Like I said, I'm
Yvonne,
gonna
no,
pull your ass out.
she's not bougie. Look, I have seen her in a very unbougie like way. Okay.
So Tony said that you was bougetto.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
bougetto.
okay, Bugetto.
So Jacqueline had said just a moment ago, she said that you can get caught up with thinking about the time you've invested
Yes,
in a relationship.
definitely.
Because that plays on your psyche. You know, it really does. It can drive some people crazy. I mean, why do you think that you have people that get so despondent after a breakup? You hear on the 7 o'clock news, you know, man murdered his wife in the parking lot. He'd been following that bitch because she'd been driving him nuts.
And she was talking too much, and he finally put her ass to sleep. Lost message. That's jokes.
Yeah. But I'm serious, but you can get really caught up
Oh, you can.
in all this, you know, instead of, and that's the best time when you say, okay, well, let me back it up a little bit and let me go ahead and just get the hell out of this, you know, and whatever I have to do to start over, then that's what I have to do. If I got to go sleep on mama's couch or whatever,
and that's what
get out.
I got an apartment way in San Fernando Valley. We live in Hawthorne.
Oh, wow. That's a ways.
Yeah, I need to get away from him because I didn't want to become Lorena Bobbitt. So.
Oh, you weren't worried about him. You worried about you.
She said, I was worried about myself. I was trying to keep myself out of jail.
Exactly.
I didn't want to be on Snapped.
Oh, my God.
I will say, like, you know, that Jacqueline said that, and it's interesting because I had a buddy that was going through the same situation. And, you know, they had, I think, 4 kids, and they had a business that they started up together. But this man would complain about this person all the time. Didn't want to be with her. He said, I could tell she don't want to be with me. They both thought they was both cheating on each other. But why they wouldn't leave each other? They had too much invested in it.
Yeah.
Their business together, their homes, their cars, their boats. So it was like, what's the point of messing this all up? I could just do what I'm doing on the side and just try to make this last forever. And I was like, damn, that's sad, because it's like when you got to think about your finances versus your happiness.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it,
but that's
like,
an awful lot to have to split.
Yeah, that's where the whole cheaper to keeper comes.
Cheaper to keeper, yeah.
You want me to sing it for you?
No. Y'all singing days is done. Y'all will never get me to sing on this show.
Dang, we only just debuted tonight. I mean, you're gonna give us the boo.
Hey, you were the truth. I love you guys.
Oh, wow. Yvonne, we got to go back to work tomorrow. I thought it was done.
I know. Damn.
It's okay. Ain't nobody gonna talk about y'all that day.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's tough to start over. It is tough to start over. But let me ask you guys this, because I've heard that a lot of people, their psyche is so screwed up, you know, they do go into these crazy modes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you even recommend somebody going to seek therapy after a major breakup?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Because I would too. I really would. And that's only because, and it's not that you want to try and go to like couples therapy or marriage counseling, because you know it's over. So why go there? But you still have to work on yourself.
Well, and that's the part I think a lot of people, they fear that part of it. The seeking professional help. You know, I listen to the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne, he's always like talking about getting help, and he goes to therapy every day. And to be honest with you, most people hear that and laugh and think it's nothing. But you know, even if you're not in a like, if you've gotten out of a bad relationship, sometimes you really need to hear your own bullshit. And
you really do.
So that way you can, and you don't see it. You know, you might have people point it out to you, but it's like, if you don't respect that person, you don't value their opinion on it. So that's why I said something like that is good for you. Yeah,
because see, your friends and your family, they're too close. Mm-hmm. They're way too close, and they're not going to really tell you the whole truth about.
They're really judgmental.
Yeah, and exactly. But if you have a party who is non-biased, he doesn't have a dog in the fight at all, and somebody that can tell you, okay, this is what I see, or try this, because this is what I see. If you have someone that's doing that, I think that you have a better awareness of yourself.
Right.
And I think that it would be easier for you to start over, whether it's a relationship or, you know, damn, I keep getting fired. I've been fired 12 times and it's only been 2 years, you know, so there's something wrong with you. Yeah.
Hey,
You
don't
know
even
what?
get me started on that. 'Cause I had a couple people can't hold a job for more than a year. Talking about they be tripping. Well, what'd you do? I showed up late. Well,
How many times?
I only did it like once a month, but it's like, you know, it's like, damn, man, like you're
Exactly. 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 And Jacqueline makes a good point. She says too many people still do think that therapy is taboo.
They definitely do. Mm-hmm. Especially Black folk.
Exactly. Exactly. And I don't understand that. I could never understand that.
We look at it as like a form of like a disability. Like you can't figure out what's wrong with you. So it's like I ain't going to nobody else to tell me how I'm feeling. Shit, I know how I'm feeling. Can't nobody tell me how to do me. I do me the way I do me. You know, that type of shit. So
yeah. So
Well, you know what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Yvonne.
I was dating this guy, and the relationship lasted for about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how women think? We think that we are fix all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something wrong with y'all, we can fix it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're the woman to do it.
Yeah.
right.
And this was my mentality for almost 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he had drugged me down so far, lost all kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get out, but I kept. Don't ask me why I hung in there because I don't know. But I kept hanging in there, like, okay, it's gonna get better. Because we had some good times together. I mean, really good times together. But the drugs and the alcohol just took him away.
Destroyed. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I prayed and I said, you know, I asked the Lord. I said, please help me to get away from this man. And sure enough, He did. So I was so bitter after the breakup. I was so bitter and angry at him for taking me down this dark ass road. And now I'm trying to dig my way up. And I was driving one night, and I think I probably told this once before, a few times before. But I was driving one night on my way home from work, and I was cussing him out, and something just came to me and said, "Why are you cussing him out? He didn't do anything to you that you did not allow
Didn't
him."
allow.
Go. There you go.
And all my anger and everything just kind of just dissipate.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell everybody. You get mad at a person because of what they did to you, but you allowed him or her to do it to you. Because all you had to say was no.
Mm-hmm.
All you had
Yeah.
to do was walk.
That's it.
That's it.
But I don't think a lot of people understand what it means to set boundaries. You know, I
People
think
don't even understand boundaries.
yeah, they don't
Like,
even know
they
what it
don't have them.
means. Right, right.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's in a lot of cases where people will allow someone. You've got to set your boundaries in the beginning.
Right.
Well, my
You got
boundaries
to.
that. I mean, I had stipulations, but then once you get into that that zone, that relationship or whatever you want to call it, once you get into that and things start clicking, that kind of just go by the wayside.
Yeah.
So all those boundaries that you had in the beginning, it just starts to disappear, and
Yeah.
now it's you're into it.
And I
You're
think that happens in all relationships.
No,
I think in the beginning,
no.
it does,
yes.
Tony.
I think in the beginning, we all have certain things. See, you only going straight to the negative stuff. I'm just talking about there are certain things where you said, I ain't putting up with that. Nope, I ain't doing that. I don't feel like I should have to do it. And a couple months, couple years in the relationship, you like, well, shit, I'll do it. But I ain't gonna do this. There ain't gonna be no habit. You know, and like I said, it could be small stuff, but everybody
That's
Tony,
has
probably
things.
why. Well, you know what? I think maybe one or two, I might have put up with something I said I wouldn't, but it didn't last long. Trust me, it didn't last long.
Well, let me ask you a question. Did you ever stay with somebody that cheated on you?
No.
Okay. Well, look, there goes my little. So there it is.
Your theory is cut.
Like I thought I was gonna have a so there it is moment. I guess I wasn't gonna
No,
get
but
one of those tonight.
and maybe that's why. I mean, maybe that's why I don't have a relationship today, because I do have my own standards. I have standards. I have values, and I look for those things. And if they can't reciprocate what I'm looking for, asking for, because it's all about respect for me. If I'm respecting you to be in a relationship, and I'm saying I'm your woman, I am your woman, and I am respecting this relationship. So if you fall out of line with what I've already set as a standard, then it tells me you don't give a shit.
Okay.
Exactly.
And there's no talking about it. There is no talking about it. We talked about it in the beginning.
But I'm gonna ask you this one more time, and I really want you to make sure you're honest with me right now.
Come on.
You are telling me you have never stayed with a man when he has cheated on you. Now let me stop. Form of cheating. Either kissing, talking to another woman, you caught him texting, you caught him texting. I don't know.
But you got to remember, texting ain't been around that long.
Girl, don't reveal yourself like that. It's been around for a long time.
I've been around a whole lot longer.
So there's never been a situation where your man has done something stupid.
And I've caught him like with numbers or stuff like that. I've caught one guy with a number.
Okay. So my question is, you already know, you just said at the end of the day, there are certain things you have boundaries now. I'm pretty sure them went way past your boundaries, right?
Yeah, it went past my boundaries.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
But the thing is, well, what I'm trying to tell you is that, okay, so I caught a number, and I remember it vividly. Caught a number, and I'm like, whose number is this? And before he even answered, I said, please don't lie to me. If you lie to me, you can pack your shit. And
Tony, you said, who number is this? First thing that came out his mouth, huh?
Right. And don't lie to me. Just be honest and tell me what this is about. And he was honest with me, and he told me it was some lady he had met at a club, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, well, then I'm going to flush it. And that's what I did. And I was done.
She ain't shit. And I'm going to tell you like this. You keep fucking around and do you just like I did this toilet. Ain't shit. Put you where shit go. All I'm saying is, look, when it comes to starting over, it's scary for everyone. And I think that, like I said, age-wise really plays a big part in it. When you're young, it don't matter. You can do whatever you want, live as free as a bird, and it is what it is. But when you get older, you have to figure out what priorities and what things you want to allow and not allow in your life. And I think it's sad because by doing that, you might be caught and stuck in a situation, whereas, you know, I think anyway, like how you were just saying a minute ago, 50, you know, you trying to find a man or whoever, you could be 50 trying to find a man. I think it can happen at any given time.
It could.
Opportunities, you have to be in the right situations to have those opportunities.
Yeah.
I'll ask a woman, she'll say, I don't ever find a good man. Where the hell do you go look for a good man?
That's what D would always tell me anyway.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because my thing is, you're not going to tell me you're looking for a good man like as if churches don't have them, like as if museums don't have them. Like
my church, these men are so old. And half of them are walkers. Then you
wait, hold on, Yvonne. Hold on, Yvonne.
Other half that's
I want to thank most of the congregation for tuning in from Yvonne's church tonight. We appreciate you coming in. Yvonne, please finish.
They know what that church look like.
Oh my God!
Bet you gonna get the back of your car hit with a walker. You gonna have a dent in your shit come Sunday. And the Lord said, "Amen."
You know what? I was just thinking about. So Yvonne, that was payback. You remember that shit you did to me? When we were out somewhere and my back was hurting.
Oh.
That heifer, I don't know where we were. And she was like, that's okay. She said, I don't know what it was. Somewhere we were talking about a walker or something. That heifer, she was like mimicking me, like if I was using a walker in the parking lot. I was so mad at her.
So Yvonne, ask you this question because you picky. You picky, girl. All I'm asking you is, so for a man to have your blessings and to get your time, what does he have to have? Because Jesus is off the list. So I need to know what you're looking for.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
See, because I'm going to tell you something before she even answered that. Most women don't even know what the hell they want. That's why they be single. And I ain't talking about these two beautiful ladies on here. I'm talking about the rest of y'all crazy ones out there. You be single because you don't know what you want in life. And you're confusing the man around you. Which is why he act the way he act. He don't know what the hell to do with you. Date you? Have sex with you?
He don't know
leave
what the hell
you?
to do with himself.
What'd you say?
He don't know what the hell to do with himself.
Right.
Nah, I'm not. Because y'all be dogging the men. And to be honest with you, y'all just showed y'all made it known y'all women be tripping. Y'all be out here acting like you want a good man. You'll get a good man. He'll be nice to you. Oh, well, you know, I just wasn't attracted to him. Or, you know, he was old.
Chris.
What do you want? What do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I want a man that don't have ED.
Oh.
Don't have what?
His name ain't Ed Davis.
Yeah, it ain't Them little blue pills.
Oh.
The last guy I was with, and I had two. Hey, what's wrong with me? You know, I started questioning myself. But I had two. And it ended up, I don't know, as this last one, he's like, I've been intending on going to the doctor, but I just haven't.
Oh, man, this is a conversation we having?
No.
Yes. So it's no, I ain't going there. No. Oh, you know what? Yeah. You know what? You give me a blowjob, but no, not bumping it up.
Oh my God.
So my thing is,
but
I'm a little confused.
He got embarrassed. He was a nice guy. There were some things that I overlooked about him that kind of annoyed me, but I'm like, you know what?
Okay, wait.
You need to keep going with this.
So what was the annoyance?
He stuttered.
I'm sorry. Because I understand that.
So
it's fine.
Okay.
It happens. It's life.
But
I know.
But yeah, and I said, okay, but he's a nice guy.
Right.
But then when it came down to it, it's like, he had that problem and he was embarrassed and I texted him like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Like shit happens.
So Tony, the conversation went like this. See, I normally do a little bit better than this. I got a doctor's appointment. He gonna fix me.
You know what? I can't.
Say I'm going to hell and you laugh, you coming right with me. That's all I gotta say. If you laugh at any of that, you going to hell too. That's all.
Jacqueline, you going to hell. Jacqueline laughing too.
Judge me up here. I'm gonna tell you like this. I didn't make him that way. They say that's not funny. Then why the guy make him that way? Don't you start with me. I laugh at stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I got problems too. At the end of the day, this is jokes. You gotta laugh at yourself.
You didn't have any problems, Chris.
Huh?
You said you didn't have no problems.
No. I said I have problems too. I mean, it's not like you didn't see it. It's mental problems. I mean,
well,
I show you every week. It ain't the alcohol.
I
It's
can
me.
see. I can see his liver problems.
Oh my
I keep
God.
saying I'm gonna slow down this alcohol at some point.
See, this is why I tell people in the promos, a lot of times we really try and do a topic.
We really do.
She said we tried. We almost did it. It almost happened for y'all tonight.
It just never works out right. It just I'm sorry, everybody. I really am. Because see, look, everybody is out in the chat cracking up. She said she couldn't even finish the sentence.
That's how they be. We be having fun up in here.
Oh my God. Hey Denise, that's my cousin in the Bay Area. Let me say hello to everybody. I you know what? Trust me. Look, I'm having my vitamin C. Okay, so
Vitamin C, huh?
you know what?
Give you that?
You drinking tea?
Girl, I'm drinking brandy and lemon tea. It's popping tonight.
I know what was in your tea.
And I'm just watching.
Yvonne, everybody knows you a freak. You don't gotta keep reminding people. And I'm just watching. You know what you like to do, girl.
I just got that.
Oh my God.
Look,
Hey, Chris.
just in case you didn't know, I'm just watching.
Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Chris.
Yes.
You might want to try it sometime.
Ooh, now let me tell you something, girl. You pull me into this zone, I'm gonna come in with you. Look, I done made me a key to this room. So, anyways, I do a little bit of all. I'm gonna watch. Then I'm gonna show you. Come on, girl. I'm trying to tell you these ain't games. We ain't playing Monopoly.
What the hell are we talking about?
I don't know, Yvonne got it started. Yvonne got it started. She the one that got it all started.
Kinda. She did.
Did I?
She did.
Okay, so
so back to what I was saying.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, Yvonne.
Oh my God.
You got that right.
I'm sitting here having a hot flash. Sorry, you guys.
Hey, I put the fire out.
What's the song say? Leave it smoking?
I'm gonna tell you, ain't no goddamn smoke. Ain't no smoke.
Oh my God. I guess it doesn't help the heater is on.
I would burn your little young ass up.
Oh,
Yvonne, I'll tell you like this, girl. I love the confidence. I love it. It's beautiful. I'll tell you like this. See, look. Toni, back to Toni. Back to Toni. She about to have me put myself out there all the way. What's that song? All the way up. It almost happened right now.
Oh my God. So
I tell you like this. That's Yvonne, shit, okay?
So Yolanda said that Brian is listening.
Oh, hi, baby.
Don't tell me that's your baby. Look, don't tell me that's your baby. Listen.
See what did I tell y'all earlier?
Look. Now she's trying to justify it. See,
exactly.
We're just having fun.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny.
You caught fire.
So you know that we have 1 minute left.
It ain't enough time.
No, it's not.
I'm done. Damn it, Yvonne. You all you need is a minute.
Are you a 1 minute man?
Hey, I told you about that one time. Shouts out to her. Shouts out to her. Hey.
That one time.
Give props where it's due. One and only. She knew what it was after.
Oh God. Ooh, help us, Lord. Just pray for us. Pray for us.
So look, Are y'all done talking nasty? Because look, this is the first time Toni actually didn't get involved tonight. She stayed real cool, real calm and collected. We're going to pull you out to the fire next time.
Oh, I wasn't in the fire
Yeah.
tonight?
Yvonne was.
Yvonne, it was you and I. We done got ourselves in trouble. We got to go to work tomorrow. Didn't we forget
Exactly.
that?
Yes, we did.
So, see, this is the kind of show I like, because then I don't get no messages in my inbox. I can't believe you said that.
Look, I'm telling you, if the most rewarding feeling is just being free, be you no matter what. I'm telling you right now, I live a life of just being happy, not having to hide nothing, because I am just me. And if you don't like me, you know where you can go.
Where can they go?
They can go straight to hell, because I'm not going. Hopefully.
Shit. With gasoline draws
I'm
on.
going to tell you like this. I have some praying parents. Bet you
They're going to have to really pray. Okay.
Look,
They have got to really pray.
they do. I struggle out here.
I know. Then he sounded so sad. I struggle out here.
You my mommy and my dad.
Oh,
My mommy.
you are a mess. Let's see. Toni had last week with the plane. LOL. Thanks,
Yes,
Jack.
you did. Look,
Tell
look.
everybody. I'm not telling my business
Yvonne,
more.
talk about that's not public sex. Really?
I know.
It's not.
That is public sex.
No, it's not.
Did you live in that plane, Toni?
No. But
you
what
was
I'm
renovating
saying
for the
is
night.
that it was.
My bad. You was renovating for the
No,
night.
I'm trying to tell you. But see, it was like, it was enclosed. So that's not in public.
It's public.
So, okay, so you tell me that.
Why are we getting on this? This is the end of the show.
Look, Toni trying to get out of here. She running.
If you went to the restroom and the door was closed, that's not a public place.
No. Look, I live in my world, you live in yours.
Y'all world is dangerous, but very interesting.
I want to know what's hot gasoline panties.
Talking about me.
Oh.
I don't care, Yolanda. I don't care. Anyway, we got to get out of here.
We done. But your ass will
done?
be ready for next week. Because like I said, we pulling you out next week.
No, we don't have to do that. We really
No,
don't.
we don't have to do that.
No.
Look, Yvonne, you ain't off the hook. I'm coming for you every single week. Especially since you done told you would have tore my little young ass up.
Oh.
Let me tell you like this. You better find the man with the blue pill. Because ain't no pills over here, boo-boo.
Yeah, boo-boo.
What do I need the blue pills for, boo-boo?
I was talking about the men you was dealing with. You was the one that brought up the pill. Why you trying to act like you didn't say that? She trying to act like she didn't say that. She talking about it's too long. It's too long. I ain't got time for it. Mm-hmm. Look like that blue pill whooped your ass. Tony, she walking out the room like shit. Hey, and he came right up with that walking. Got your ass, girl. Bet you ain't gonna fuck with the church member again. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. You gotta start it. You shouldn't have messed with me.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. That's it. That is it.
That's all right, Chris. I'll get you back next week.
I'm looking forward to it. My young ass will be ready.
That's right, your young ass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Woo. Okay. I'm trying to stop.
Go ahead. Get
All right. Let me.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Listening to us on no, that's what you got.
I can't stand your ass. Okay. Serious.
Okay, so look. You've been watching us on Hot Topics Talk Radio today. We are so glad that you came out tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. A little disappointed some of y'all didn't give us a show topic this week. You're slacking. You want a show every week, but not giving no topics. Get on your job. Make sure you're giving us topics every single week. Tune in. Tell your friends, tell your mamas, tell your grandmas, tell all the freaks that you know, tell all the men that you know. We talk about all kind of crazy stuff on this show. Aren't y'all having fun? We want to make sure that everybody is enjoying this show every week. So please make sure you share the shows. You go on to our what
Our page.
I was on a roll, but don't stop me. Here we go. You log on to our Facebook. See, that's what I'm going to say. You log on to our Facebooks, each and every one of us, and you send us a message and you say, you know what? I would want to hear about this right here. So that way we can touch on that. Some of y'all ladies have a lot of things that y'all want to know about men. This is the show to talk about that. Come on out. Don't be afraid.
You'll be sorry.
What'd you say? See, look, they messing with me, but it's okay because I'm here for you, boo-boo. I want to make sure you get your man. I want to make sure you get your white picket fence with your kids and all that. That's what you're looking for, right? You look, the age is coming up. You gotta learn what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. Come on out here. Show me what you need to know, or tell me what you need to know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This alcohol guy. Go ahead.
We are way over time, so I'm gonna close this out. So, like he said, just like Chris said.
Sorry.
All right, so you've been listening to Hot Topics Talk Radio. Thank you for tuning in tonight with Chris Smith, oh boy, and Yvonne Baker. They're gonna come back and have dueling sex talk next week. So we can't wait.
She ain't ready.
Oh my God. You can tune in every Wednesday night at 8:00 p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Central, and 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook under Hot Topics Talk Radio. And go to our website, hottopicstalkradio.com. Make sure that you come on back here at the beginning of the week on Tuesday for Real World News TV with Reggie Kearney and Shara Ann Tappan. So until next week, anybody want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
I'm just going to look at you. You know what it is. Good night, ladies. It was a pleasure.
Stand
Good night, Chris.
I'm going to tell you like this.
Good night,
You
Chris.
better be lucky y'all met me at this age here, not at the age that I was before I did what I did. Woo! Girl, y'all all been in trouble.
So are you gonna do your closing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I always do my closing. So make sure you tune in to my Facebook so I can do my closing, whatever I do, and say whatever I say, and try not to be embarrassed the next day. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We will see you here next week, Wednesday.
Wow.
Thank you, guys. Good night, Chris.
Good night.
Good night, Miss Yvonne. Hot Topics Talk Radio TV, you are clear. Thanks for looking in and watching in, everybody. We really enjoyed tonight. Thanks again. Bye-bye.